Welcome back to the King's Corner, the place for all things Bethesda. I am the KingFanMan. We are 2 days away from the launch of Fallout 76. It's finally here, and Bethesda sent out a letter today talking about that launch and beyond. In fact, the letter they sent is named Fallout 76 Launch and Beyond. In that letter, they said it is with great excitement that we are finally launching Fallout 76. A Fallout game unlike anything we've done. Really, it is unlike any game we have ever done. Then they go on to say that it's unlike any game they've ever played. And then I find it very interesting, and we already knew this a little bit, they go on to thank some of the other people that helped on this project. Did you know not only did they get help from other studios inside Bethesda Game Studios, like Austin, we already knew that of course, but they got help from ZeniMax Online Studios, they got help from id Software, and they got help from Arcane Studios as well. So all of these studios were mentioned inside this letter. So I found that very neat that they really used the resources that they had inside Bethesda Softworks. All of these different studios came together for Fallout 76. That is so interesting. We already knew they used the Quake engine, which is part of id, but Arcane actually came in and helped. I would love to know what Arcane did. They specifically named them in this letter, so they must have had a big part in Fallout 76. Very, very interesting. They also thank the fans for participating in the beta, and then they start mentioning what is coming in the future DLCs, and that's where it gets really exciting. Okay, the first thing they say is they've already begun work on the future updates. Now, we've talked about this several times, that we know they've already got things in place and ready. They're going to start putting new content into this game very, very soon. So you can expect new content coming within, I would say, within the first month of the game. Now, that's my opinion, but I would say that it's going to come very, very quickly, very quick, and it may even come quicker than that. The first thing they say in this letter is camp building improvements. Now, I do not know what they're talking about there. I'm sure they're going to add things to the camp building, just like they did in Fallout 4. Remember, many of the DLCs were adding things to the settlement building, so I'm sure a lot of the additions, the monthly additions, the little updates we get will be additions to the camp building, so you can expect that a lot, I'm sure. Then it says new quests and events, so that's exciting that there'll be new quests and events added quite often. Again, these things are going to be added all the time. This game is going to be constantly evolving, constantly changing. That is another thing that is so exciting about this game. Every time you get on it, it's going to be a little bit different. Vault openings. Now, this is another thing we talked about just in the podcast this last week. There are vaults that are already in this game. There are closed off vaults that you can find in Fallout 76 that right here in this letter confirms that yes, they are going to open up, and I believe in some of these vaults there will be living people, and then there will be human NPCs in this game, which makes sense. Now, I'm not saying every one of these vaults will have living people. Some of them may be all dead in there, okay? But I do believe there will be human NPCs later on in this game. So that's awesome when you see this. Now, the next one is very interesting, and I don't hear many people talking about this. It is character respecking. Now, this one is neat. Character respecking is the ability to to rework your character, and we're talking about in the they don't expressly tell you what they're talking about, but you can already change the perk cards around, so it's not that. So it's got to be the special points. They're going to evidently allow you to be able to change the special points in your character. So that's going to be very, very helpful in your character build. So something that people have been asking for there. Very, very neat improvement to the character. Then it says a faction-based PvP system to be able to battle other people based on whether they are against you in a faction. In other words, you can join a certain faction and you will be an enemy of another faction. Now this would be very interesting. Like, you can join the Free States and another person can join the other faction. I don't have one that's coming to my head right now, and they are enemies within the game, and then they are natural enemies. That's one way it works. Another way that has been talked about, it has been confirmed by interviews, is the death matches that are coming. This is another mode that is coming about. We talked about it in the podcast. You're going to have 4-on-4, 12-on-12 death matches that are coming to Fallout 76. Now, they haven't been fully explained how they're going to work this, but these are going to be evidently faction-based PvP death modes, which are death matches, which are going to be very cool additions to the game as well. So I can't wait to see how all of these play out. And another thing that people have been asking for, and just another addition that makes the game that much more rich. And then it says after that, and much more. They're going to see, as they said in the very beginning, what players like the most. So which one of these we tend to like the most. If we like new quests more than the PvP stuff, if we like the camp stuff more, whatever we like more, that's what they're going to put more effort into. So you can be assured, you say, well, I don't want that PvP stuff. Well, whatever people like more is what they're going to put more effort into. So they've said that from the very beginning. Honestly, the new content has had me more excited, I think, than anything since the very beginning. I don't know why. I guess because it's something new. I always got excited about DLCs for Fallout 4, for Skyrim, but knowing they were very limited, this game, there's almost no limit, since they're wanting it to last forever. And they've been saying this from the very beginning, they're going to want to put content on top of content on top of content. So it's not that they're going to give the big content all the time, but they're going to keep giving content. So it is so exciting. I said in the video just recently that some of the open spaces in this world, they can put content. They can add new worlds like they have in other games. You know, they can put an island, they can put a load screen, they can do it that way. They can open the vaults. There are so many things that they can do, and they are going to do this. I believe they're going to do it almost like an ESO schedule. They're going to, every 3 months, do something pretty big, but also every month do something small. So every month do something small, every 3 months do something kind of big. And then other than that, they're going to mix in little things. So this is something I believe they're going to be constantly doing something. So it's very exciting to see what's going to be happening with Fallout 76. The letter ends with, we hope your journey in Fallout 76 is as fun and rewarding as it was for us to build it. We can't wait to see where the country roads take you. All our best, Bethesda Game Studios. What a great way and gracious way to end the letter from Bethesda Game Studios. I can't wait to see where those country roads take me. And as I said in the podcast, I'm going to start over with at least one of my characters as well. And I don't know what you guys are going to do, but I can't wait to see, and I can't wait to hear what's going to happen with your characters as well. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got something out of it. Thank you for getting your Bethesda fix, as always, right here in the King's Corner. Just 2 days, and we can all play Fallout 76 as much as we want. Be sure and check all my links down below. Hey, y'all like me on, what is it? Like me on Facebook? Follow me on Twitter? Yeah, do those things. If you're not, do those things. That's how I can connect with you more, and I post a lot of things on there as well, and you keep up with me. And if you can and if you're able, think about becoming a supporter of this channel. That's how this content will stay on YouTube. But I appreciate all that you do. I sure do. I am the KingFanMan. I hope to see you in the wastes of West Virginia. Bye, guys.